Today we are here with another video. This one being a Pokemon video, ranking all these starter Pokemon. The only thing is that the order they're in is just generational order, but how they ranked is my bias, obviously. So we're gonna tell stories about how I ranked them. Starting from the lower tiers, we have Fennekin. I hate this. The first stage is fine. First stage is okay. It's cute. The second stage, Delphox, is where I have a problem. I play a game called Pokémon Tournament DX, and if you played that game, it's a fighting 2D/3D game where Pokemon fight, obviously, where you control them. And Brixton was just annoying. Brixton is just annoying. And Delphox, well, Delphox looks like I don't know, it's just weird. Alright, and now we go to C tier, where Chikorita, all it has going for it is that it's cute. Bayleaf is the cooler one, but not good enough to be in B tier. The Meganium, it's kind of boring. Hopefully they give it a new evolution or a new form in Legend ZA. Piplup over here, I mean, it's cute. And then when it evolves into Prinplup, it loses that cuteness. And then when it evolves into Empoleon, I mean, it looks pretty cool, but it's not my favorite. It's like my least favorite Sinnoh starter, so that's why it's in C tier. Chespin over here, I only like the first stage. The second stage, Quilladin, I'm pretty sure how it's called. It's kind of ugly. Not gonna lie, it's pretty ugly. And Chestnut is kind of decent, but like, we've seen that thing like what once in the anime. It's also its ability, signature move. I mean, it's not really a signature move. Freaking Ogerpon can use it better in competitive. And over here we have Poplio. It's just there to be cute. Brionne is Brionne, and then I forgot what the last one's called. I forgot. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, this is like the most forgettable starter Pokemon, and for me. And yeah, and then so we have Sprigatito. The first stage is cute. Second stage looks like Puss in Boots, a version of Puss in Boots. But then we get to the final stage, which just looks like a furry. I'm not a fan. Anyways, now we got my boy Squirtle over here. He's not good enough to be in B tier because of Wartortle looks kind of mid. I'm sorry. Blastoise is kind of cool, but the Mega with Blastoise is... I just wish they gave it Steel typing, man. Well, Squirtle's in B tier because I play him in Smash Bros. And I like using... That's the same reason why Bulbasaur is also here. Bulbasaur's cute. Venusaur, I swear they could have done more with the Mega Evolution. The G-Max form, oh my god. Okay, so back to Squirtle real quick. His G-Max form is actually pretty cool. But, yeah, it not getting a Steel typing is holding him back. In my opinion, it should have gotten a Steel. But anyways, and then Bulbasaur, my problem with its G-Max form, well, Venusaur's G-Max form is that it literally just gets a bigger flower that makes it look like an umbrella. It's kind of weird. All right, now we move on to Cyndaquil here. Cyndaquil is pretty decent. It's pretty decent. It's a rat. I'm pretty sure it's a rat. When it evolves into Quilava, it gets that sick mohawk. Then Typhlosion has its two forms: its regular form and its Hisuian form, which is cool. Fire Ghost is awesome typing. And then in competitive, if you give it a Choice Scarf, Eruption, boom, you can like blast through, but definitely not my favorite Johto starter. Alright, now we move to Trico from Gen 3. Trico's cool. Trico in the anime was cool. Grovyle has that sick hair, nice triple blades on its arms, and then it evolves into Sceptile. It is also really cool. It gets bald though. Also, it has a really high special attack when its signature move is a physical attack called Leaf Blade. Man, they messed up on that. Anyways, Mudkip... Wait. I forgot. I almost forgot. Trico had a Mega Evolution. Or Sceptile. Giving it the Dragon type was awesome. Rocket Tail. A Rocket Tail is cool. But unfortunately, for my playthrough of Omega Ruby, I picked... Yeah, we'll get the Torchic later. Anyways, Mudkip is cute. Marshtomp is funny to say. I like saying Marshtomp. And then Swampert is also pretty fun to say. It turns into a freaking Hulk when it Mega Evolves. Only reason why it's not on here is because I haven't ever used it. That's what's keeping it from A tier. Anyways, Turtwig. Turtwig is adorable. Grotto, beautiful shiny. Torterra is where they lose me with that. No, Torterra's decent too, but like they did the shiny bad. Anyways, now we have Sobble. Sobble's adorable. Drizzile just turns it into emo. I thought that was pretty funny. And then it becomes James Bond with the freaking sniper. Is that? I don't know. That's what one of my friends says. He call him James Bond. And because he's a freaking sniper. He'll snipe you. And then we got Quaxley. Quaxley's adorable. And then Quaxwell, it's like it has the best shiny of all the Gen 9 starters, in my opinion. And then it turns into a gay duck. I'm sorry, it just turns into a gay duck with Quaquaval. So, kind of loses me a little bit. Not because it's gay, it's because it always has his hands like folding down. The only reason why I call it a gay duck is because one of my other friends called it that. Found it pretty hilarious. Water fighting, I still like it. It's like a weaker Urshifu, but man, his signature move is pretty good. Anyways, now time for A tier. We got Charmander. I almost forgot his name. And Charmander's cool. I mean, who can't like Charmander? I was about to say name one person, but I forgot there's also an entire fandom that doesn't like this line. Charmeleon's cool. Charmeleon's dope. And then we got Charizard with those double Mega Evolutions. Bro, I like Charizard. I had a one time when I imagined that they would fuse like the Mega Charizard X and Y to make a Mega Charizard Z, or it's just Mega Charizard Y design with Mega Charizard X's color scheme in that. That was it. Anyways, we have Eevee here. Eevee's cool. I never really liked Eevee until I played Pokemon Legends Arceus. I wanted to get an Umbreon, but then it accidentally evolved into a Sylveon. I'm like, oh man, I'm not using this. Then in the post game, I used it against Volo, and when it clutched up for me. So Eevee, thank you for that. / Sylveon. We got Torchic over here, who when I first played Omega Ruby, damn. Once we finally got that Mega, bro, we were unstoppable. Plus, mine had hidden power water. So, like, we were pretty OP. Those ground types and rock types, we could stand up. No, wait. Rock types already stood a chance because we're fighting. But those ground types, ooh, they had another thing coming. Especially since we were playing Omega Ruby with all their ground types. Anyways, Tempig. I don't know why people hate him. I love Tempig. He's what I'm going to use in Legends ZA. I'm using Tempig. It is... I don't care if it's the third fire fighting starter. It's cool. Like, he's cool. He's got logs for arms, basically. Just imagine bashing everything with that. That's dope. And then Snivy over here, man, he is just cool. He's just cool. His attack and special attack aren't that great, but paired it up with his hidden ability. And then, ooh, those leaf storms are going to hit like a semi-truck. And then we got Rowlet. I mean, there's nothing other to say. It's Rowlet. He's goated, bro. Dartrix is where they lose me a little bit, but it's okay. Because his Hisuian and his regular form of Decidueye are cool as fuck. And then now we got Grookey. Grookey's a little monkey. He's cool. And then we got Thwackey. If I say the name, my friend's going to get PTSD from that. If you play Smash Bros. And you play a character named Hero, you know. And then Rillaboom is actually pretty cool. I use him in competitive play. He's pretty dope. Anyways, now we go to the S tier. My favorites of the starters. Pikachu. I started playing Pokemon with Let's Go Pikachu. Obvious, he's like my first Pokemon then. I always loved Pikachu. Then we got Totodile, my favorite Gen 2 starter. Man, he's cool. I can't wait to use him in Legends ZA, but I will be using Tempig. Then on my second playthrough, I use Totodile. Anyways, now we go to Chimchar. When I first played through Sinnoh, I played Shining Pearl. And let me tell you something. I used a full team of 6, sort of 7, because I switched the Pokemon out at the league. I had a Barrel, but then he wasn't good enough, so I switched it out for an Abomasnow. But when I got to Cynthia's room, Oh my god. Oh my god. My Infernape and Miss Magius just clutch. Infernape took out her Spiritomb and almost took out her Gastrodon. But then when Miss Magius came out, it just said, can't touch this. Can't touch this. And I literally took down Cynthia only using 2 Pokemon. It was epic. And also, Infernape is just really cool. Having a signature move, it's not really signature because also Hisuian Arcanine uses it. But Raging Fury is dope. Also, firefighting. I like firefighting. If you can't tell already, there's like 3 of them right here. Anyways, Oshawott is the first Pokemon I use in Legends Arceus. Always love Oshawott. He's cute. Dua is one of those Metal Evolutions that strike as badass to me. And then Samurott and Hisuian Samurott. Oh, those 2 are cool. Those 2 are cool. They are cool. And then Froakie over here. I'm one of my mains in Smash Bros. Are Greninja. Also, it's Froakie. If you watch the X and Y anime, you know he is the absolute GOAT. Why did you lose to Charizard though? And then we got Litten, which if I have played Sun and Moon, I would pick Litten. But also he's my main. He's like my main. And Cineroar's my main in Smash Bros. Also Torracaz is also pretty cool. He's like my favorite middle evolution. And then we got Scorbunny, my favorite Pokemon because I don't really count Let's Go Pikachu as my first game because that's technically a remake. Sword and Shield was like my first new game, Pokemon Sword. I love playing Pokemon Sword. I play this game over and over and over. Still to this day. And plus, I have a cool story about Scorbunny. And if you're the friend who I'm about to talk about in this story, I am not sorry. You lost that fight. I am not sorry. But look, the instance was, me and my friend were having a Pokemon battle. He has 4 Pokemon left. I'm down to my 1. It's just in my Cinderace with his hidden ability, Libero. His last 4 Pokemon were Venusaur, Inteleon, Zamazenta, and Eternatus. Those 4. He already used Dynamax. I haven't. So when I use Dynamax, I just wiped the floor. I got a few turns. I had Scorching Sands on my Cinderace, Electro Ball, Pyro Ball, and I'm pretty sure Flame Charge. So and I had Libero so I could change my typing. I clutched a 1v4 in double battle format. How can this not be my favorite Pokemon after that? It is my favorite Pokemon. And Scorbunny, I will always love you, buddy. And we go to fight Coco, which is the Pokemon I chose for Gen 9. This is a crocodile, man. How much cooler can you get? Mine was cool. When it got the bird, I'm like, oh my god. It's got a bird. I got a good name, Skellion Bird. But then when it was Crocalor and it had that sombrero, bro, it was dope. So yeah, this is my ranking for all the starter. I hate this Fennekin. This is my ranking of all these starter Pokemon. So yeah. Bye.